What's up,
Hello,
guys?
hello, hello.
And this time we have news. First up, and the most important of it, is Six Flags over Georgia. We had a bit of an incident on opening day on Saturday.
A big incident, unfortunately,
Yes.
which sucks because this is the second year in a row Six Flags Over Georgia has been plagued by violent activity on opening day.
Surprise, surprise, unfortunately.
Now, let's just jump straight into it. Let's go ahead and pull up that image, Zach. The statement from... There we go.
This is basically the gist of it. So basically, at 6:15 p.m., the Cobb County police officers came to help out park security with a sizable, unruly crowd within the park. The crowd was about 500 people running through the park and fighting. And the police and security were able to follow the crowd out of the park and onto Six Flags Parkway near South Service Road. Now, this road is not owned by the park. It is owned by the county, city, whatever it is, but not the park itself. As the officers followed the crowd out, and soon as they left the property, an unknown number of suspects fired at officers. An officer returned fire, striking one of the suspects. The suspect was by medical aid on scene and transported to the hospital. And after that was posted, we did find out that there was a handgun found near the suspect. And also that suspect had been charged with being including having a gun during a crime, firing officers. No officers were harmed, and the only person who was shot is still alive, but they are in critical condition in the hospital still. So
yes, the gentleman who was injured is a 15-year-old. Don't know if it's male or female, but he or she is facing multiple charges, including assault against a police officer. And the reason being is because right by him, they recovered a handgun. And this is a statement from Six Flags. It is incredibly disappointing that our community is disrupted at public events throughout the region by groups of underage youth. A Six Flags statement said. It added that we join our community in the Atlanta region in our commitment to safety and security. We won't put up with that type of activity here. More of the statement is available. And then, of course, the next day they up security. Now, fun fact. There are reports that people did report seeing posts on social media warning people that fights and things would occur at Six Flags on opening day. The police were investigating, but I just don't know if they had enough time or if they just dismissed it or if they just kind of let Six Flags know and Six Flags was like, hey, we'll handle it. But either way, 400 to 600 people fighting just throughout the park. That's just ridiculous. And to be honest, we were going to go there over the summer. Now I'm questioning on going.
And I had saw some people who went to opening day that Six Flags did have lots of security in the park on opening day. Like they had temporary security stacks throughout the park. Yet still 500-600 gathered and started fighting. Like, what's going on? Like, you guys had ample security. Why wasn't this giant group, disbanded before they even started having problems?
And where'd the person with the handgun come from? That's
no clue. And I also heard reports too that apparently even though Six Flags said that they could do an check on everybody, apparently some made it in without going through metal detectors or bag checks. So something's going on there. And honestly, I would think of it. I would not want to go back to that park until they get that handled because this isn't safe.
Sorry, I was just reading more. And the biggest debate is after last year's incident, if they would have initiated a chaperone policy, would that have stopped this? And to be honest, I don't think so. I mean, it probably would have made it a smaller, but
And I mean, I do think that it could have possibly helped the second possibly because I mean, clearly it's something I've seen at bad parks because I believe having that will actually deter them coming because people are like, well, I'm ready, I can take you in the park, so you can go then. So
it's just disappointing you can't go enjoy an amusement park without having to worry
about fights.
Well, I mean, that
Yeah,
handgun could have been easily that handgun could have easily been in the parking lot, and I mean, it's happened before, unfortunately.
Yeah.
An undisclosed event happened at a amusement park in southern Indiana a couple years ago that Annika and I witnessed, unfortunately. So, I mean, what's it going to take? Canines going around in the parking lot sniffing?
I think too, like, well, next we're gonna have every car going to the parking lot being checked before in the parking lot.
So, but let's go ahead and move on, and we'll update you guys more. Yeah, we'll update you guys more on the Six Flags as we learn more. I'm sure we'll definitely hear a statement with them before Friday, I'm assuming, or Thursday, whenever they open.
We don't want to speculate and say things that we don't know soon.
So, but let's jump into the next big exciting news. Bam! Kentucky Kingdom. Whoa, what could they be announcing? I have some ideas.
What are your ideas? So we have to fill in 5 blanks. Blank, comma, blank, and blank with your all new blank.
The 2024 season will be great, amazing, and exciting with the all new
OMC.
No, it's gonna with the all new Shark River Falls.
Okay. So in reality, I'm thinking that it's going to be a new theme area.
Now, do you think they're just using their wave pool to throw things off, or do you think their wave pool is going to go bye-bye? Do you think the wave pool is getting upgrades as part of all this, or is that just misdirection?
So we already know that the wave pool is staying because they actually released a hint, and it did hint at the wave pool staying. Yes, here we go. The hint was Big Surf is reaching new heights. That basically confirmed the wave pool is staying.
So Big Surf reaching new heights. So that wave pool is already nuts. So what you're
Yeah.
telling me is you're taking a note from Action Park and it's going to be even wilder? Ah, just kidding. No, I'm excited for whatever they're planning. I can't wait to see what they do, and I can't
Yeah.
wait to get back once the park opens this year.
Now, the hint about the Big Surf, that also kind of leads me to believe that it could possibly be a water park expansion. But I'm more hoping for a new family area.
I would like to see them add more around Kentucky Flyer.
Yes, definitely.
And then something else I would like to definitely see is maybe a nice little single rail going in there where T3 sits, maybe,
I mean, well, we're going to be getting a single rail in between Ida Storm and Storm Chaser. And then 2020 came and messed that up.
So, and Kentucky Kingdom's big announcement is here in the next few days. So, stay on top of that, everybody. Just check up on their Facebook, their X, and their Instagram. I'm sure they'll be announcing it across the board, which, like I said, we're all
And
super
they
excited
will
for.
be doing a live stream announcement. So,
Hey-oh.
yeah, you
Big
know
news
that's a big
there.
announcement when it's live streams.
All right. And then last but not least is the other park news, which is a lot to get to. To sum it all up, all the parks across the United States and are pretty much starting to announce all their summer events. So make sure to go to Holiday World's page. Make sure to go to Indiana Beach's page, which, by the way, they announced hops and drops or coaster hops and drops. Coaster and their coaster and beer event pre-sale tickets will be going live soon for that. So hop on those because that event is very popular.
And very good.
Then you have all the Six Flags parks and Cedar Fair parks announcing all their summer events across the board. You have Hershey Entertainment starting to announce their events. You have Silver Dollar City announcing their concert lineups. Just so much news across the board. So we didn't want to put 35, 40 minutes of just going to different pages and showing you what's going on. So if you're planning to travel.
More importantly, though, this weekend, Silver Dollar City opening weekend. And Find a Hole opening date is March 30th, Easter weekend.
Yes, which is a great weekend for that. Unfortunately, that's going to make that park crazy busy.
It might not be there that weekend because, well, it's Easter. So I will go either the week following or shortly after that to be in a pretty quick way, sometime in April, hopefully.
And shortly after that, Top Thrill 2.
Top Thrill 2.
And of course, we can't forget Lightning Rod will be opening sometime soon too.
Yes, and I saw earlier today that apparently it was added to the early ride time for, I think, March 16th.
Ooh.
So that's a little hint that it is opening up here really, really soon. Because you know how a person likes to have new rides or a somewhat new ride open up at the opening weekend or something after.
Wow. That's wild. So I'm starting to see some of the posts from the actual fight since we've been talking about it in Facebook listens. Oh, the mayor. So back to the Six Flags Over Georgia. The mayor is setting a whole bunch of emergency public safety meetings after that incident.
Good. I'm glad to see the mayor taking this on seriously.
We want people to feel comfortable about coming to Six Flags in the surrounding area, Mayor Michael Owen said.
And now, hopefully, those who did this are held accountable for the actions and will hopefully learn a lesson.
And what's great is they're wanting to find a long-term solution that's going to not only be in the best
Yes.
interest for the park, but for the city and the residents, plus the guests who come to visit the
Yes, we
city.
need a long-term practical solution that doesn't harm the guest experience by having a 2-hour long security wait to get in the parking lots.
But unfortunately, it's not just there. I mean, there's problems happening everywhere across the board at all parks.
But
Kinda
notice
sucks,
though, Six Flags St. Louis hasn't had any issues with fighting. And why? Every time I go to security, it's always out. They're always present. Everybody gets bad checked, metal detected. You cannot go in that park without being checked thoroughly.
I don't think there's been a single time I haven't been to Six Flags Great America where there hasn't been a fight. But at the same time, there's been fights at Kings Island. Of course, there's probably been incidents at Indiana Beach. Dustin would know best, but Dustin's headed to work. We know that there's been incidents at everybody's favorite family-owned park. I don't think Dollywood really sees much
Magic
problems.
Kingdom has had some minor ones in the parking lots, but nothing that made the news. Because being in the State Fairgrounds, they were on it like immediately and had that group picking up before they could really call us. Damn it and say, hey, everybody go about this way. So they would handle it really, really well. And they have a step talk too, so.
But other than that, Zach, until we learn more news about what's going on in Six Flags Over Georgia, do you got anything else to add?
I do not.
All right. Well, I think until next time, I'm
See
Jake.
ya. I'm Zach. Bye.
Goodbye.